How? Oh? I'll be right back. I just need to check one last time for mail. restock on soju. Probably need to restock myself on soju. What do I got here? Ah, yes. Hard cider green apple. I should be happy I got this lovely geeky multi-tool bottle opener when I did. And my brain was trying to think of, okay, where do I have a bottle opener? See, it's my other pair of keys. Yeah, don't want to go in the middle. Come on, yes, got it. Welcome back. I just saw someone do a redrawing of Jinx. Like, thing of the originally where Jinx is from. Blue hair. Yeah. Well, they redrew her as a teledrama character. Got a teledrama redrawing of Jinx looks like Izzy.
Ah.
I'll send you what I came across.
Alright. So the whiskey?
Yeah.
Kind of rough. And it's thick. It's thick going down. I probably won't have a second glass of this whiskey. Ugh. I'm afraid to keep drinking this one. But I don't want to waste it either. I should.
You can always mix it with something. What cooked with it?
All I got is lemonade. It's honey and orange juice in it. But you know what? Honey and lemonade actually doesn't taste too bad. I know that for whiskey. So pink lemonade's going in. We're going to make it a chaser. Oh my god, that does not even mask the smell. Oh no. I hope this tastes better. Well, it's not thick anymore. It'll have to do. Just to finish the glass.
Let's see. Cooking with whiskey.
Oh.
Whiskey blue cheese burger with cheese sauce and crispy onions.
Oh, that's the Jack Daniels burger from TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
When TGI Fridays actually had it on the menu. The best tasting steak, I'm not gonna lie, that I ever had. Well, I'm not gonna say it was the best tasting steak, but it was actually a really good steak. Was the Jack Daniels steak from TGI Fridays. They mixed Jack Daniels together into like their own steak sauce, and it was so good. Like, it actually made the steak taste really good.
Hey, I remember correctly, they had a cake I loved that actually helped with the aftermath of my grandmother's death.
Like, TGI Fridays make some pretty good food at times. I still like their mozzarella sticks, obviously, because their mozzarella sticks are fire as fuck.
I had a
Tiramisu. Well, I will just have to sue you. Threatening me with a tiramisu. Rude.
soaked in rum.
Oh.
Really good.
This is the worst experience I've ever had with whiskey.
Let's see.
You know, I used to drink honey whiskey, but I don't know. The orange is what is killing me.
Honey Chipotle barbecue chicken.
That actually sounds not too bad. God, this
Yeah,
this whiskey has such a
just,
weird has such a weird flavor to it.
this is just me looking at recipes. Give you an idea of what you can use the whiskey for.
Yeah, but the thing that it's honey and orange whiskey, babe. It's not just regular whiskey.
Make a marinade with it.
I would not. I don't know. It just sounds like
Actually, probably be really good, especially with a chicken.
I mean,
I made a marinade with plum wine.
yeah, but I don't know how that would go. That's the problem. It's like making orange chicken, but it has honey infused with it, and then you have the wood flavor. Excuse me, of the whiskey in it, the woodiness of the whiskey. I don't know how people.
Whiskey chili.
Peach whiskey? They have a peach whiskey? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, they don't actually have a peach whiskey, right? Right?
Yeah, they don't.
Thank God. I was gonna say that just sounds so gross. Ugh. Ugh.
Cinnamon buns with whiskey cream cheese frosting.
That sounds gross. I like my cinnamon buns not to be mixed with alcohol.
Whiskey soda bread with whiskey butter.
That doesn't sound enjoyable.
Stuffed quail with marmalade, whiskey, and bacon.
That sounds good. Now if I could just find marmalade somewhere. Because marmalade's not something that's readily available in the infamous 305, aka MIA, aka Miami.
Yeah?
Because most of our stuff here is more Hispanic based, so when you go to the grocery store, you'll find Hispanic stuff for cuisine, but you're not gonna really find American stuff.
Yeah?
Couldn't I just soak the chicken meat the whole time in just the whiskey itself? And just
Pretty
call it...
much.
Because, I mean, it's fucking honey and orange infused. I'm pretty sure I would not need to do anything to make, like, a saucy kind of marinade, you know?
Yeah. For me, just marinade is a bit like a mixture or straight up.
I could actually probably make that stuff into, like, an adobo sauce if I wanted to, an adobo marinade. Add some garlic powder to it, or garlic clove.
Yeah?
Maybe a little bit of parsley, and call it good. And I guarantee... Actually, I bet you the garlic would complement the orange a lot, because that's what's in adobo, and adobo tastes freaking amazing. Wait, am I saying adobo? I mean mojo. Why am I saying adobo? I'm an idiot. Mojo marinade. That tastes really good as a marinade because it's orange juice, number one, mixed in with like herbs like garlic and stuff like that. So, I mean, it'll have honey, which would kind of throw the flavor of the garlic off. That would be a tough one, but it could be doable.
Yeah. I make like a sweet soy marinade.
The thing is, I don't got soy, sadly, to do something like that. And
Yeah.
and to make a sweet soy, I think you have to add what, honey to it or sugar.
Actually, no. For me, I use the sweet soy. Instead of the soy, rosé wine. That's mirin.
Rosé wine.
Yes.
What are you getting all fancy here? Can't you just say rose wine? Like, you know, pink wine? Gonna be all fancy up in here?
Yeah, but I use rosé wine, a bit of mirin, a little dash of sesame oil, garlic, ginger, pepper, and I let the chicken marinate overnight. Just make sure all that flavor gets soaked in. Then we fry it.
I'm wondering if this is cooking whiskey. I'm gonna call it that from now on. This stuff should be cooking whiskey. This should not be something that people would like to drink because, oh god, the orange is what kills me. Ah. Ugh.
Yeah. Then I got another marinade that I use sweet chili sauce.
Sweet chili.
And I pair that up with the plum wine.
Well, there is plum chili, that is true. But, like, I'm just curious how I'm gonna match this stuff. Holy shit. Oh. It definitely would not go in red meat. No. This cannot touch red meat. This will not touch my steaks. This is like a cheaper meat kind of thing.
Definitely marinate the chicken.
Oh, yeah. Undoubtedly, the chicken will be marinated probably in this stuff. Like, I don't ever want to drink this stuff again. Like, I don't say that about whiskey much, but I know my uncle gave it to me the other day, but I was just like, oh, I don't like it. And I,
Sauce out of that too.
you know what? I might even try to make a sauce out of that. No. I'll do the marinade as far as I'm gonna go because number one, there's not much left of it. Well, you know what? I lie. There's a lot left of it. It's just that I just.
Which is basically pouring it into a saucepan.
What I find funny is that the name of this company is called Come Hell or High Water.
Sounds like hell.
Oh, and guess where this stuff is from? The Netherlands. What the hell, Netherlands? What were you thinking with this? Oh my god, no wonder I don't like the taste of it. You know, I gotta stop drinking exotic whiskeys. I'm sorry, hands down, I've tried Japanese whiskey, I've tried now Netherlands whiskey, I've tried Canadian whiskey. I hate to say it, but the best whiskey is American. I can't say that, you know, there is better whiskey out there than American whiskey. That or Irish whiskey. Irish whiskeys, though, they're kind of like, you gotta be careful with. I'm not talking about like Jameson. Jameson's, that's trash to me. I had Jameson once and I regretted it. I hated the taste of that. It was like drinking. The best way I could describe Jameson, and I know some people are gonna hate me for saying this, but Jameson tastes like straight up paint thinner. It was like kerosene in a bottle. It was horrible. And I was thinking to myself, I don't know how people could like Jameson. This stuff's gross. And then people are gonna probably be like one day like this, like, oh, what would you recommend as a whiskey? Jack Daniels? And I'll be like, well, if we're talking about single barrel Jack Daniels, yes. But ultimately, I've had way better whiskeys. Actually, one of the best whiskeys I ever had is right here. Heaven's Door. This stuff is actually really, really good. A bit on the pricier side, but really good. And then if not that, my Maker's Mark single barrel is really good too. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say it like this: any whiskey that says single barrel on it tastes amazing. Because you have that's the purest form of whiskey you could ever have because it's extracted from the wood of the cask barrels, and it just tastes amazing. Because it has like so much woody flavor to it. It just tastes like it was wood, like fire roasted. That's like the best way I could describe the flavor. But, like when it came to Jameson, I drank that stuff. Oh my god. I don't know how people could drink that stuff. Ugh. And Fireball's just garbage. That's just, ugh. That stuff makes me throw up. Ugh, I don't even like. I cannot look at a bottle of Fireball. Cannot smell it. It will just make me sick. It will make me want to puke. Cinnamon. Me and cinnamon have a very big love-hate relationship. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Great cereal. That's as far as I'll go with cinnamon. After that, keep it out of my whiskey. Anybody tries to ever give me a Fireball shot, I will refuse it indefinitely. And I guess I'm very picky with my alcohol. That's like the best way I can go about this. I'm picky. Tequila, another one I will not drink very often. I've had tequila a couple times. I cannot stand that flavor of it. The flavor of the agave really is potent. And I would say that agave is a very acquired taste. It's not something I personally like too much. I don't like the flavor of it. Babe, I'm about to drink down the last of this horrible fucking tasting whiskey. I don't know what has brought me to this point and why I would abuse myself in such a way to finish this glass, but I don't like to waste things. That's probably why. Oh yeah, by the way, babe, guess what? You remember how on Tuesday nights I play my friends' D&D sessions? So basically, I might have just made over 160,000 gold today because of some planning we did. Because like, Orlin told me that if I had anything that I needed to do, just to give him a list. So we went over the list because the thing is this, my character's a paladin, and you know he's selfless, right? So the next arc we're doing is the insanity route, and when the first time I played through it, during the insanity route, we're trying to save the goddess of love. And the thing is, the insanity route, you have to have the 7 deadly sins. I'm a paladin. We don't really sin. So I'm right now strategizing his beliefs around sins, and it's so difficult. It's so difficult. There was 2 of them I got stuck on, which was the greed, and I think the other one we got stuck on at one point was, which one was it? It wasn't wrath. Wrath was super simple. Envy. It was greed and envy, or not. It was pride. Pride is actually pretty easy for a paladin, but yeah, it was greed and envy. Those are the 2, and I have to still do the last 2 sins. But apparently as well, I made so I found 3 legendary herbs. I decided to go out and hunt down some herbs as well, like, for everything that's going to happen. So next session, basically what ends up happening when I come in, I'm going to be out of the picture at the beginning, and then like when the start of the next day happens, I come back into town gradually. And then what's hilarious is that I go to the future town that we came from, and I have to get some jewelry made there to give to a few people. Come back, and then apparently I'm about to make myself the equivalent of the Avatar. And I'm talking about, like, not like the movie Avatar, but I'm talking about like Airbender Avatar, because like what I ended up doing was I took my sword and we did a nasty upgrade to it. So my long sword has a silver edge to it, right, baby? It's silver edged, and at the same time, I did something else to it, where I took these magical gems and implanted like 10 of them into it, And these magical gems give it the ice ability that I put into it, which makes me do the ice coffins that you guys see me do. Now, the funny thing is, I finally got the adamantium I needed, and now I'm going to infuse that into the sword to make it into a whip sword. So now it's going to have the option of me basically clicking a trigger, and the blade just like falls apart on its own to make a big whip. But now I'm getting a second catastrophe because of the whip sword. So when I use it in regular sword form, in regular longsword form, it does the ice coffins and everything. When I turn it into whip form, apparently I control water now. So I'm like, ah, yes, I'm a water bender and an ice bender. And then in my shield...
Wait. Technically in the world after that is considered water bending anyway.
Well, no, it gets worse. In my actual adamantium armor, I decided to like stack it with 5 fire gems. So now I have fire abilities in my armor, and I'm immune to fire. Instead, you know what I do, baby? I absorb fire, and I could use it as health points or something else, and I can use it to attack people back. I can use it to actually do something with my attacks. And I was just like, oh god. Oh no. I'm an avatar. I'm literally up there as an avatar almost. All I need is wind. And earth. But about well, here's the thing though. The psychotic part is I found half of a earth gem and half of an ice gem, and I didn't know when I asked the I'm going to be asking the blacksmith to fuse those halves together, and it makes a new element. So I'm going to install that into my shield. So now I'm going to have 2 elements started in the shield, earth and ice, at the same time. And apparently I can repel people with the earth, which forces them back if I max it out. And then if I do with the ice... Sorry about that. And with the ice, I can also repel people back, but it slows them too, so their movement speed gets cut down by a lot. And then Orlin was like, "Oh, why don't you use the earth crystals to imbue that into your sword?" And I was like, "Oh, what happens when I do that?" And he goes like, "Well, your catastrophe would ultimately, you could fuse your catastrophes together." And I like, at first it sounded cool because I mean I could be like using ice and earth at the same time as one catastrophe. But when he described it, it was lackluster. So I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and do it, because it seems like when you combine the catastrophes, it's not worth it as much as just using a singular element. Because like, I don't like to sound rude on this, but like, when I was told that with the ice and the earth, all it does is I produce massive ice walls that launches people in the air, which that does 2d12 damage, which is not a whole lot of damage. That's only like maximum 24 points of damage. And then all they get is falling damage out of it as an added on damage, which, depending on how far up you get flung up, it's not anything wow, you know. The thing is, my ice catastrophe alone does 66 cold damage, which that means it does a total of 6 times 6. So you're looking at 12, 24, 36 points of damage maximum right there. And then it does 4d10 piercing damage. So that's a total of up to 40 maximum points of damage. So if you were to add that up, and then add up the fusion catastrophe, yeah, you make giant ice walls. Yes, it launches people up, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. And it uses 2 of my catastrophe points to do that. And I'm just like, that doesn't seem worth it at all. And I said, what about fire and ice, and he goes like, "Oh, that turns into a nuclear one." And when he explained the nuclear one, that one wasn't even that great. I was like, "Ew, it just doesn't sound like it's worth fusing it. I'd rather just keep the one element on my weapon at that point and just keep using it." And he goes like, "Well, why do you say that?" I'm like, "Because yeah, it causes a sickness, but it's not really a sickness. It's just they get a fatigue point. It's not wow, you know, it's nothing crazy. Like that's the whole point of the catastrophe. Like you told me, it's supposed to be high risk, high reward. Well, if I get two catastrophes and fuse them, I'm expecting to use 2 points. I get a really high risk, high reward kind of thing because I'm using two catastrophe points, and on top of that, it should do something amazing. Instead, it just sounds like an even weaker version of a catastrophe. So I'm like, I might just stick with the one. FNAF talking. Hello, welcome back. I still remember you. How are you doing tonight? And welcome to the stream. But yeah, babe, definitely I'm just gonna stick with the ice on my sword. Sorry I wasn't here last stream. FNAF, it's fine. I don't get upset when people don't always show up. Real life happens. Life comes first, right? I mean, right now you're watching me drink a nasty glass of nasty whiskey. I thought this would taste a lot better. Netherlands, don't make whiskey, please. Please don't make whiskey ever again. It has a great name, though. Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. Anything new with you? Have you been doing anything interesting? Ooh. Mm. Oh. Ugh. That is. Ugh. That is so gross tasting. Yeah, that's gonna marinate my chicken tomorrow. Mm. That. Ugh. Yeah. I finished the first suit. Oh, that's cool to hear. Do you want to show it off? Remember, you can do that. Just make sure it's safe for work, number one. And then you can just, send a link into the chat. I'll take a look at it. And I'll even show it off. Because that's what I tend to do on Twitch. I show off people's artwork, people's creations. You know, the whole 9 yards. I show it off so they can feel proud of what they can create. That was the grossest whiskey ever. There was too much honey in that, and it made it taste so thick going down. And the orange, the orange didn't help it. That orange did not help it for some odd reason. So I think what I am gonna do is definitely use that as a marinade. I'm gonna take your advice on that, baby. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to show it off, show it off. I mean, we're just here working on the kangaroo from the other night. Marlene. We gave her a name. Marlene Flynn. She is a outback survival guide in Australia. And what's taking me a long time to start getting to work on her is the rocks. Go ahead, take your time. Take your time with it. But yeah, what's taking a long time is definitely forming the rocks. I might not form all the rocks at this point. I might form, like, a good amount of it, but, like, to do all of them? Oh my god. Because, mind you, I'm not only forming all these here in the right corner, I have to form these in the left corner, and then I gotta form this giant fucking mountain in the back. This is gonna probably be one of my longest art pieces that I'm going to be working on for a while. Because I really don't want to work on Marlene too much until I get the background done. I suck at art. Never say you suck at art. It's how I look at it is how quickly you can learn art. And you shouldn't try to rush learning art. I mean, I've been doing art since I was 18. I'm now going to be 27. Yeah, 27. I'm going to be 27 in May. So, I'm close to 30. I've been doing art since I was 18. So, imagine me. I've been learning for years. Coming on, let me see, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 8 years. I've been doing art for 8 years of my life. So it's not something that you're gonna pick up on like that. You know, it takes time. You gotta really sit through and go for the long haul. Art is a hobby that could be turned into a career, but ultimately, you know, it's still a learning experience and getting to understand it and let your skill grow. That's the best word of advice I can give on that. Really, like, let yourself grow at it, get better at it. Don't try to rush it. But I always tell people, nobody sucks at something unless you try your hand at it. And I mean, like, actually try your hand at it. I mean, like, sit down, maybe look at a few YouTube tutorials, maybe even a few TikTok tutorials, because there are some great artists on TikTok. I watch a few of them. And even I produce tutorials on TikTok, 3-minute tutorials on how to understand art easy and simple steps using easy shapes. And that's how I create my art. My art's all done in simple, easy shapes. I basically take what I draw, and how I draw it is basically I go ahead and do people. I mean, the people who comment on my YouTube shorts say it's good. And again, you'd be surprised. Maybe what you think is bad could be good to others. So you gotta really sit at your, like, I don't know how your art looks like, so I'm not gonna comment and say it's bad. But really, how I tell people is this: there's no such thing as bad art unless you claim it to be your style. And what I mean by that is, like, a fine example. One of my viewers on Twitch suggested last night that I start an account with this new streaming service called Kick. First of all, too many OnlyFans models on there. Can I just say that right now? Too many e-girls. OnlyFans models, porn stars are on that platform. Which is weird because it's a Twitch clone. Kick is literally a Twitch clone for gamers and artists. But these girls can go on to any category they want and just, like, literally in the artist category. There was a girl this morning while I was streaming who decides I'm going to twerk and steal all the viewers out of the art community. I mean, like, she literally took all the viewers out of the art community. All the artists had no viewers. So everybody had to shut down their streams because she took them all. And all she was just doing was twerking and claiming that's art. Which, first of all, that made me mad. Because I don't like that. You cannot just go into other categories and say that you're doing art and you're not doing art. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. But there was this one guy, he put himself as pro artist, and his art legitimately looked like a 5-year-old's art. And he put that he's a pro artist. Only had one viewer before the OnlyFans girl came in. And I would have respected him more saying that he's a novice artist trying to learn. Instead, he put himself as a pro when he's not drawing professionally. He calls himself a pro. So I learned that with this new streaming platform, it seems like everybody's trying to one-up each other. Which, I'm not that way. I'm not competitive like that. I just enjoy to do what I do. I don't think it's good. Like I said, to you, you may not think your art's good. To others, they may feel like your art's great. It's a whole niche thing. Art is a very, very perspective-based thing, and I'm gonna be honest on that. Majority of art nowadays is not as perspective-based, but it was back in the day. It won't let me post it, so do you have like a Discord, Twitter, or something like that? Yes, I do actually. We do have a Discord, the community Discord, the Discord of our lovely Imperium of Itami. Because fuck the, because you know, I'm a Warhammer fan, and I said, you know what, I want my own Imperium. Fuck the God Emperor. Note: my girlfriend is a God Emperor sympathizer too.
I say I'm like, they kill people.
There you go. So if you click that link, it takes you to the community Discord. Now, I should mention that the community Discord was actually made for my Twitch, so you're going to see some of my Twitch followers in there. Some of them, not all of them. Because not a lot of my Twitch followers follow my Discord, because a lot of them don't seem to have Discord nowadays. Normally, I find it funny. It looks like Discord's kind of dying, because most people don't use Discord anymore. What's your favorite color? And nice. Well, my favorite color isn't a color, but a shade. I like black, personally. I like black a lot. I tend to wear a lot of black. If you notice in our slideshow over there, I tend to use a lot of black on outfits mostly, because black complements just about any color when it comes to clothing, so it's a really fun color to play with. Though a lot of artists do recommend to try to steer clear from black as much as humanly possible. I say I challenge that a lot. I do tend to use black a lot for clothing purposes, and only clothing purposes. But I don't even use pure black. What I tend to do is I use a really dark gray. I would say it's like a dark enough gray where it borders the spectrum of black but doesn't hit black. Where black actually can blend in with, let's say, the outlines of my characters. I don't go that far into that spectrum. I actually set up this slideshow this last night. I wanted it on here. Oh fuck. I need to log into Discord and I forgot my password. Do you have a recovery email? If you have a recovery email, they'll send you like a password reset, so you can reset the password. Though granted, that sucks, nonetheless. Let's get back to work on these rocks that I do. Then as long as you have the password, you're good. I mean the email, you're good to go. All you just gotta do is reset the whole password and you should be fine. And I want a snack, so I brought some little bite brownies. I forget how dry these things are. Holy crap. Cool. What was that?
I just remembered I have a bag of Cheeto popcorn.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Cheeto makes popcorn now?
They make popcorn, but I love the pup ones. Kind of like a buttery Cheeto.
Here, let me taste one. That's what FNAF says. Here, let me taste one. Oh wait, this is a stream. Yep, it is indeed a stream. And one thing about streaming is I'm just here to entertain you guys. I mean, I can't. I mean, sure. Here, take a bite. Take the bite. As I poke my camera with a brownie. See, look, you guys had a bite. Wasn't that good tasting? It's dry as hell. Throw the food at the cam? What? Why am I gonna do that? That's an expensive camera. Hell no. Well, it's not that expensive, but
It's also nasty too.
that too. I probably won't find the brownie. It'll probably go into my closet full of guns, and then I'm gonna have to go search through my guns to find a brownie. I think my camera got smudged by the brownie though, because the picture looks really fuzzy. Hang on.
I can't believe I forgot about these popcorns.
I can't believe it's not butter.
But I like snacking on popcorn.
Shoot a gun to find food. So fun fact, I have many guns. I actually do plan to become a gun tubing thing on YouTube at some point. But I have actually a desk gun right here. And it's not against the law to show guns off on YouTube. Fun fact. Oh, I unloaded it. That's right, I had my guest over the other day. So yeah, this is my Heiser PS1 or pocket shotgun. This actually holds 410 shotgun shells. So this actually is literally the smallest shotgun you could ever own. But I have it loaded with 45 long Colt because I can also use that. And these are self-defense rounds. Oh, you put it on Discord? Oh, cool. I'll take a look here in a second. So yeah, my desk gun. Then, well, I have a second desk gun. I have actually 3 desk guns. Ironically, I own 3 desk guns. Well, 4 desk guns actually, because one's just not loaded at all. So I don't consider it a desk gun at the moment until it's been loaded. My Discord name is different from my YouTube account. Don't worry. That's the beauty of Discord. It'll tell me who you are. Without me knowing. Because all I gotta do is go to General. And boom. Blazing. Is it a Cerberus? That's actually the most original I've seen. I've never seen a fursuit like this before. I'm not gonna lie. This is like some Cerberus level stuff right here.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm not even joking, babe. Like this, the head of the fursuit has 3 heads. But they kind of look like conjoined twins at the same time, or conjoined triplets in this case. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a Cerberus, but at the same time being conjoined. Can we call it the conjoined Cerberus? It's 3-headed. Okay, so it is a Cerberus. So it's a Cerberus, I'm going to assume a fox or a wolf. But I'm feeling it's more of a fox based on the shape of the ears. But I could be horribly wrong because, you know, foxes and wolf fursuits are very different. 3-headed also. What is this also? I posted something. I think I got scammed. The Gay Station 5. Yeah, you probably did get scammed. Bad. Very, very bad. Bad FNAF. Now, I feel like I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's definitely original. I personally have never seen a fursuit design like this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've been doing furry art now 2.5 years, give or take. I actually had a classmate in college on Halloween come in her fursuit. And I told her, God, that must be so hot to be walking around in. Because I live in Miami, so it's super hot here. And she was like, oh yeah, it's super hot, but worth it. And I'm like, you poor, poor girl. Poor, poor, poor girl. I don't know how she survived in that fursuit. But I guarantee you that fursuit definitely smelled really bad. Because how much she had to be sweating in that. But yeah, no joke. That's actually the most interesting fursuit I've ever seen. It is definitely very original. Now my question is this: the head, when you designed that. Wait, can you play a game? What game? Depends, because I have a few. I have Cyberpunk. Can we play a game? Again, depends. What game is it? Because I may or may not have it depending on what it is. Because I have a few games, but my library isn't that extensive. Ain't that right, baby?
Yeah. So I'm in a deadly fight with a troll.
That's good to know. Have fun with that troll. Um. Oh, okay. Guess what color I'm thinking of. Also a number. I'm gonna say blue and number 4. But I could be, but I could also be horribly wrong.
What? Stop. Dodge. Dodge.
No, it was red and the number was... Jesus Christ, what the fuck kind of number is that? 6752782 5 6 7 1 3 4 7 7 8 1 2 7 6 4 2 3 9 8 7 4 6 2 3 4 7 8 1 2 8 5 6 8 2 6 3 4 5 7 8 2 3 5 6 8 7 2 3 6 4 5 6 2 7 3 4 6 5 2. T3. T is not a number, so you FNAF, that's cheating. FNAF, you cheated. You put a T instead of a number. Didn't think I was gonna catch that, did ya? But I am gonna put on my glasses. So I can see a little bit more clearer on certain things. Get rid of the T. So 523. I'm still gonna say that you're cheating. Even the nine-tailed fox on my head thinks you're cheating. Sing the Bonnie song. The what song? The hell is the Bonnie song? I listen to all types of music. I have never once heard of the Bonnie song. Dear, have you ever heard of that song? The Bonnie song? Not the Barney, the Bonnie.
I mean, told you I'm throwing a deadly knock with a throw here.
The troll can wait. Look it up. The Bonnie song? I have never once in my life heard of this. Ah, it's a FNAF song. That's why I've never heard of it. I don't know nothing about FNAF, to be frankly honest with people. Look up the Bonnie song lyrics. By the way, I hope you know I don't sing. I don't have the voice for singing. I feel kind of scared to play this. My friend, back so soon again. It seems to be that you like our company. Again, and it's usually me to be the first disturbing thing that you see. Tear me apart. Yeah, I don't have a voice for this. I do not have a voice for this, and I apologize. My voice is like really raspy. FNAF. I'm singing it to the best of my ability, but like I'm really not good at singing. Like singing is not my strong suit. By singing is not my strong suit. Took away my face. They took away my arm. Oh, this isn't fair. Taking the bear. The fox didn't go through what I had to bear. Release Flynn is blue. So the latest tattoo. Get my guitar and play a song for you. Red glowing eyes be your demise. That's very exoskeleton decides. One DK later? What? Runny. I'm the big purple bunny. I play a guitar in a band. Don't you forget who I am. Placement is blue. We got the Vegas Tech 2. It's shiny and brand new. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to sing this part. Red glowing eyes. Your demise. Endoskeletons in the sides. You can stop singing? Yeah, I told you. I am not great at singing. I tend to mumble. I can actually sing, though, really well as country. Ironically. Mainly because country has a very different way about how it plays. It's more at that more mellowed out tone. This is just like too hyperactive for me. Play Markiplier E10 hours. Well, I gotta be careful. I can get struck for playing certain things. Let's pray that I don't get in trouble for that. I never listened to Markiplier. I hear the name Markiplier a lot. I never once in my life heard or listened to Markiplier at all. This is a thing. Play Rush E. Is this what you guys like to like see on streams and stuff like that nowadays? I'm so confused. You know what? I give respect to this piano player. They're really good. I'm assuming this is what you meant by Rushy. I'm hoping this is what you meant, but I could be horribly wrong. So, that was interesting. I didn't know you can make a whole piano solo and then add in E. The more you know. However, I am going to play this, though. But yes, are you fulfilled by your requests that I answered? That part was edited. Yes. I'm glad to hear that you're happy about that. Because I didn't understand a thing that was going on. But mainly, it's probably because I don't watch Markiplier, whoever he I'm gonna guess the name of this song. Go ahead. I think it's from Sands. It is, but what's the name of it? Is it Megalovania Undertale? You are correct. It is indeed Megalovania. Sadly, I don't have any prizes for you. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna give you a harder one.
So I've been sitting in this multi-million-dollar mansion that I live in, sipping some exquisite wine, lobster tail fresh out the kitchen. But I've been thinking I ain't satisfied with all the riches. Things are different. I feel a part of me is missing because there is no invitation to the game of beatings. This is the ultimate slap in the face. I'm angered deeply. They call me up.
Let's see if you can figure this song out.
They added Jigglypuff in the game, but said no Waluigi. This is released to definitely going to go ballistic. Big mistake, ixnaying the slender purple villain. Alert civilians, I lurk in buildings, disturbing millions. I hurt your feelings and curse the children, my smirk is chilling. They underestimated me from the get-up. Remember, they never thought I was a threat when I stepped in Mario tennis. Jump in a sling pod, travel speed at the highest level. Bust through the ground like a giant worm from the tremors. Just let me chug the rest of my Merlot. Limber up with some Tybo. Practice swim with the racket. Loosening up my elbow, time to put them on death row. Guess who confronts me first? It's Pac-Man, so I nap through whack them back to the retro.
Oh, by the way, I spent like $6,000 on a Pokemon pack. I don't know this song at all. First of all, a Pokemon pack. What do you mean by $6,000 on a Pokemon pack? Like a pack of cards? Better have something good in it for $6,000. And the song, by the way, is Waluigi versus Smash Bros. It's a rap battle trilogy. I posted what cards I got from the Pokemon pack. Ah. Okay, so you got a very expensive card. That's an original Charizard. Jesus. Alright, you're telling me you got 3 Charizards in the same pack of cards? Only one, but I posted 3 images. Ah, okay. The Charizard's worth some money, that's a fact. I don't know, how much can you look it up? So it's a lot of mixed reviews on it. They range in different prices. So some people are saying they got as low as $25. Some people are saying they can get anywhere as high as $450,000. It's really dependent on the quality of the card. So depending on its condition, like, it's not something that will be always like one set price. So it says Charizard card sold for $420,000, third highest price ever. So it means that this was the third highest priced Charizard. There's some Charizards that are worth a lot more, clearly. I guess it's really heavily dependent. I can't really give you an exact price on your Charizard. That Pikachu may not be worth much, to be honest with you. I mean, I used to have a Pikachu like that, actually. Okay. Yep. I'm just over here. What about the other cards I posted? Oh. Let's take a look. Trainer cards, I can't tell you if they're worth much. Especially when they're commons. I know the hollows are worth something. Commons, I can't really say much. I'm gonna say they're not really worth all that much because trainer cards are something that normally most people get a lot of. Isn't that Professor Oak like $5? Yeah, but $5 isn't a huge amount. That's the thing. Like, my Pokemon cards I have, they're not like uber rare and uber expensive, but they aren't cheap either. My cards are over there though.
What are you up to, big kitty? What are you up to?
Alright, here's a new one for you. Guess this song. I don't know. One Jump Man versus Shaggy Ball Z. Shaggy Ball Z. Like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I posted some of my art. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. It's not bad. You gotta just work on anatomy, I can tell. You guys gotta practice more. Like I said, you have the concept down. So you just need to start teaching yourself and enhancing your skill. I'm muted. No, I'm not. I'm not muted at all. You might have muted the stream. I'm definitely not muted because I'm seeing it on my stream.
Yeah, and I can hear you on my phone. Because I got the stream up on my phone.
FNAF, I'm definitely not muted. I'm not muted. Trust me.
Give me a moment.
Oh! Hello, Technoblad. How you doing? Welcome. Hello, Luna. How are you doing too? How are you all doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. We're just here doing a little bit of work on this art piece that I'm doing. Basically, this is... So basically, I'm doing some work on an art piece that I started a couple days ago of this character that I decided to name Marlene Flynn, an outback survival guide. And she actually was created by accident. I'm not muted by any means. I don't know why people are thinking I'm muted. Literally, I'm talking right now into my mic. I'm not muted. I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm definitely not muted.
You're definitely not muted.
Yeah, I know I'm not. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to mute myself and then unmute myself and see what happens. Well, I did that. I muted myself and then unmuted myself. So if you guys still can't hear me, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It is like, in all honesty,
Yeah, they were calling you.
I mean, I really am not bothered by them. if they're trying to troll me. Ooh, wow. Damn. That's all I can do. Because, I mean, seriously, like, wow, ooh, they trolled me. Like, what the fuck? Like, I give a fuck. I'm almost 30. Like, I don't really care. I'm not like some of these live streamers on here that get all bent out of shape on things. I literally don't care what people try to do to me. I mean, if people are here to try to, like, if people are here to basically eat shit, like, you can just leave. I mean, I don't really care. I don't see why you're going around trying to troll people when, are you that bored? Like, that's how I look at it. It's like, if you're here to listen to content, or watch content, I should say, then that's cool. But if you're here to troll people,
What
then
device are you on?
I know, right? I really don't know what to tell them. But, like, in the sense of this one that is trolling, it's like, ooh, yay, best troll ever? Not really. Because I'm actually listening more to Luna there. Because Luna is able to hear me, that's how I know they're trying to troll me. I'm not stupid. I mean... Yeah, I mean, like, this is my point. By the way, babe, are you Luna, by any chance?
Yes.
I just realized that. I saw the last name and I was like, oh, that looks very familiar.
You see.
So, Techno, are you here to basically try to troll me by any chance? Because I'm not amused. I've seen better trolls, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna lie, when I was in the army, drill sergeants, they knew how to troll. Those guys were walking troll bots. Like, they can, on the fly, just think up of these great insults or something, great ways to fuck with you. And then I see these internet trolls, and I'm just not impressed. The drill sergeants in the army were way more creative. They knew ways to really fuck with you. And I don't know, these internet trolls, they don't get under my skin. They really don't. They really, really, really don't. I guess maybe it's just that I've grown an immunity to bullshit, so it's like, it takes a lot to really get under my skin. You have a good day, Techno. And I wish you luck on your trolling adventures. You gotta get better. because subpar.
Okay. If I'd be able to hear you now.
Testing, I'm speaking.
What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you?
All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
See, I told you it wasn't me. It was something on your end.
Yeah, sometimes I'll have a little issue on where my audio coming from.
He must have had headphones plugged in, and what ended up happening is when he unplugged the headphones or whatever, it caused them to basically change the audio source. That's what I would have to guess. Well, I also gotta go because where I live it's 2 a.m., so yeah, I should sleep. Go ahead and get yourself some rest. Have a good night. Have a good night, alright there, FNAF?
What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you?
All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking. You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with danger.
Now, this doesn't sound like electro swing to me. This song right now does not sound like electro swing to me. It doesn't have any of the old swing music elements. It's just all electro. And then they add in like little bit, like audio bits of like people speaking the 1920s. To me, that's not really electro swing.
I said, oh, hello, nearly headless Nick.
I might go to bed soon myself. I am exhausted.
Yeah.
I might end the stream here for tonight. Let me hit that save button. So I don't lose the progress.